Welcome back, my extraterrestrial mafia. This is new Toon Tuesday, and I'm AlienMafia. And we're covering over in today's episode a staff fighting bio armor brute. And this person wanted super speed in their build. And this was an interesting build for me in particular because I haven't actually fully played staff or bio. I do understand them. I do know powers are good, and I was getting some help from the stream while I was building this Monday nights. So in this build, I'm nearly 100% confident I have everything correctly laid out. But this is just a note for anyone watching is that this is a build from an inexperienced player of these, but I have looked into them. I have built them. I have friends that have built them. I've gotten very many opinions on these things. So in this one, we went with every single power in bio armor because they're all really good. They're all super useful in a lot of different situations, and it's almost hard to not take. It's hard to like not take one of them because they're all really good. Same with staff fighting. Staff fighting, they're all really pretty good. Guarded spin is the only one that skips because the defense to melee and lethal wasn't super useful because you have to build for smash and lethal defense along with the other defenses. So having this, it doesn't really help my build. And the cone's amazing. 90 degrees. I've harped on cones before, but this one in particular, it's 90-degree arc. That's actually a really good. It's a really good cone, and I wish I could get it, but I also felt that I wasn't gonna have enough slots to get those many powers and enough power slots to get the powers. As you can see, I ran out of power slots. I couldn't even get an epic pool, which is okay because brutes don't have amazing epic pools. There's nothing there that's super desirable. There are some good ones. I do note them in when I do my builds, but in this case, I couldn't afford it. I had to skip them. But we have 4 different powers for your attack chain. You got the first one. We have a precise strike. We have serpent's reach, and then we have sky splitter. All super good powers. Sky Splitter's got a decently long cast time, so be careful when you're attacking mobs that can maybe kill you. You'll be caught in animation, and you might die because of it. We also grabbed Taunt. It's a brute. Brute's the only class for the tanking type of classes where Taunt is optional based on how survivable your secondary is. In this case, bio armor is a pretty survivable secondary. So I grabbed Taunt. This person did not mention if they wanted Taunt, so you can drop Taunt for guarded spin if you'd like. But in this build, I put Taunt in there because it'll go well with bio armor when a team needs a brute/tank. So we kept Taunt. We got it 4 slotted for smash and lethal defense. So it worked out pretty well. Genetic contamination. This is a Frankensliding thing that I do on damage toggles. It's super awesome. But you have chance for resist debuff, chance for knockdown, then you have chance for damage, chance for energy, which does amazing damage on their own, and then you have accuracy and endurance help from multi-strike, which also gives us smash and lethal resistance. Merciful blow, yeah, I can't say that. Sorry, guys. The first power, it's 4-slot with kinetic combat. This is 35 plus 5, so I actually did a enhancement booster on these. So these are actually the stronger versions of kinetic combat. So it gives us good numbers. Hardened Carapace, 5-slotted. I needed the fire and cold defense. And then we have the steadfast protection plus 3% defense. Inexhaustible, 6-slotted. It's a great power. It's regen and max HP. It's very super useful, and it also gives us our energy and negative defense. Environmental modification, 3 slots. Eye of the Storm, 5. since the chance for knockdown is over here, we couldn't get over here. But at least Eye of the Storm has knockdown in it already. Precise Strike, same thing, 4 slots. I couldn't afford a 5th slot in here to make that accuracy and endurance reduction up higher. But this is fine. With 35 plus 5, it gives us decent numbers. 3 slots, Ablative Carapace. It's almost permanent. I got it close, but it's almost there. Super useful power. Serpent's Reach. This is one of the classes, the ATs, archetypes, that with their ATOs you can actually split up into 2 different powers. So in this case, Superior Brute's Fury, we split it up 3 here and 3 down here, which gives us 3% hit points and 5% smash and lethal defense per power. So between these two, that's 6% and 10%. But we combine these with Thunderstrike, which gives us energy and negative defense, and Eradication, which gives us even more energy and negative defense. So these 2 powers alone help your survivability a lot, and that's super awesome. This was an amazing thing. Evolving armor, same thing, 3 slots. Fire Cool defense, Hasten, super speed. We did Blessing of the Zephyr in here for the extra defense. We don't really need the knockback in here, but if you wanted to sacrifice something to help out the other powers, you could sacrifice these. So you could take 2 of these out, change this to just straight up endurance reduction, and use these 2 slots for like here and here or somewhere else. DNA Siphon, 4 slots, Touch of the Nyctus. It needs accuracy, so I threw those in here. It gets some hit points, accuracy, and healing. Kick, chance for plus recharge if you decide to use the power. It's there. Sky Splitter, smash lethal defense right there, 5% for 5 slots. Parasitic Aura, 3 slots, preventive medicine, smash lethal resistance, 1.88% hit points. Tough, Unbreakable Guard with a max HP, along with the Gladiator's armor, plus 3 defense. And then combat jumping, Kismet. It's plus 6% to hit. Super useful, super needed, because accuracy can easily be debuffed by the enemies to hit not so much. So this helps out to push through some of the debuffs that you get hit by. And then maneuvers. This over here, I don't really mention this very often in my videos, but this is just a stealth proc in here. So if you ever need a stealth through a mission, just turn on sprint. It'll give you some extra stealth. But otherwise, this you could just turn on and off this whenever you need it. And then Harnett, Alpha Slot, Agility Core, recharge rate reduces the recharge rate of your powers, which in turn allows you to fire off attacks faster, which in turn increases your damage / DPS. So this is a DPS boost. Also helps your defense out to get to cap, which I've almost got defense cap for all 6 things except for Sonic. And endurance modification, which we don't really need it because bio armor is already amazing on endurance recovery. But this will help out to if you ever get debuffed by things. This will counteract some of the debuffs by giving you extra endurance. As far as the forms go, these are the parts that I'm not entirely sure on. But form of the body I have turned on because I was trying to test out, I think, Eye of the Storm's benefits from it. And I wasn't able to see what I wanted to see, but it's on. And then offensive adaptation I have on because that actually debuffs your survivability numbers. So in this case, I left it on, so when I do the character, I could see where the character stands at its worst adaptation. So in this case, we're at 60% smash and lethal resistance with offensive adaptation on. Turn it off, we're up to 68. So this just allows me to build it at its worst case scenario type of thing. So that's why it's on. Otherwise, you could just choose from any of the 3. It's entirely up to you. Numbers wise, again, almost cap defense on Smashing Lethal, Fire, Cold, Energy, and Negative. Bionic is at 27.6. These are all good. Hit points are 2400. Regen's at 30. That's without these powers on. And this was a fun build. This took a little bit longer than my normal builds, but I think it's very good. Guarded spin, I wish I can get, but I definitely didn't have enough slots for it because I was already pushing the limit on slots wise. But if you learned something today, leave a comment. I would love to know what people are figuring out. If there's any corrections that you'd like to let me know, I do listen to them. I do make corrections, like Kick here. This was a correction that people wanted, and leave a comment down there too. Leave a like if you liked it. And if you would like me to do a build of one of your characters, or you want me to do a build to see my take on what the build could be compared to what you've done, there's a link in the description for a Google spreadsheet. Just enter in your information there, and I'll get around to building it. If you would like to watch me live on Twitch making these builds, I do these Monday nights around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And come on by. We can have a nice big discussion on whatever you want to do. So, thank you all for watching. Again, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.